Someone's being a little camera shy this morning. Chunky. Lenny, you want to say hi? He does not want to say hi. Well, hello. I'll say hi to you. Oh, Chunky. You say good morning? You say hi to the girlies? Look how cute he is. Oh, I love him. But hello. Good morning. Welcome to A Week in My Life. I'm excited to take you with me this week because we have quite a few things going on. So today I'm leaving for a pet sitting job, actually at my cousin's house with her two pups, big pups though. This weekend we've got 2 shows for Robbie's play. What else do we have going on? Just some like content behind the scenes maybe. Getting into my cooking era because I'm trying to do that when I'm home too, but especially when I'm not home and I don't have the luxury of mama's home cooked meals, I try to get into it at the houses that I stay at. So, gonna take you along there. Yeah, we'll just have some fun together. You'll keep me company this week, along with the pups, of course. But I gotta get packing, so let's get into it. One thing about me is I'm always going to put music on to get ready. And I have this little playlist that I created for us. It's this manifest mentality. Ignore the screen. Please let me know how I can keep my screen cleaner than this because it always has fucking nasty fingerprints. But this is the little playlist, manifest mentality. Good things are coming. Oh, Robbie's sending me TikToks. But yeah, I love this playlist. I think it's just all good vibes and I constantly add to it. Right now we're up to 2 hours, 19 minutes, 42 songs. And I'm always down to hear your recommendations as well. But yeah, the link is in my link tree, so you can find it on all the platforms. Oh, and of course it starts with a Russ song because it already knows. Alright, real talk for a moment while we get this suitcase packed because I realized like I came on here all cheery and happy and that's great and I do feel very good today. I feel well rested and like just good. I feel good. But yesterday for some reason I felt awful. I had a terrible mental health day. I just was like exhausted. You know when you are like when you're sick and your body feels tired and it's not even tired. It's literally like exhaustion. I don't know why, but I was hit so fucking hard yesterday. My emotions were so high. I found out that I might not be able to see the awards ceremony next weekend, which will be this weekend. By the time you're watching this, I will be in Boston for the state final competition for theater. And basically there are 4 sessions of performances. There's 14 schools performing, so they break it into 4 sessions, 1 Thursday night, 1 Friday morning, Friday night, 1 Saturday morning, and then Saturday night is the awards ceremony. Well, yeah, we found out that we have limited tickets because there are so many schools. Well, there's always 14 schools, but apparently the schools this year all have a lot of students. So I was pretty bummed out about that because it's my brother's last year, and if I can't be there for the awards, I'm gonna be so upset. But they do live stream it, so like worst case scenario, Sydney and I will stay in Boston and like live stream it somewhere. I don't know, but all I know is that yesterday was just a really bad mental health day, and I try my best to show up even in those moments because I really think that it's important to share every part of life as a lifestyle creator, you know, not just the highlights and the fun moments, but I also think it's important to take time for my mental health and not keep scrolling online and being on my phone when I'm having moments like that because social media does not help. It just makes it worse. So that's what I did. I ended up taking a nice hot shower, I had some dinner, and then I watched my comfort show, which is The Office, because that show will just pull me out of a depression. Like, it is so funny, and it's funny that I think it's funny because I used to hate it. My first boyfriend ever, he which I've only had 2 boyfriends. So when I was 15, I was dating this kid, and he liked The Office, and he would put it on, and I'm like, what is this shit? Like, this is so cringy. It's not even funny. Like, the humor is so dry, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was totally dogging it, right? And then my second boyfriend, you know, later on in life, he liked it, and I ended up getting into it because I think the first time around I just didn't really pay attention, and the second time around I actually like tried to show interest, you know. So I was like, oh, wait a minute, I actually like this, so much so that, look, I have the Funko Pops. I have Dwight, I have Jim, and I have, oh fuck, Pam. I would not buy these for myself, but I got them as a present for Christmas from my sister, and I love them. But anyway, like I said, I have a hard time talking to you and doing stuff at the same time, so I gotta hurry up and finish packing so I can get over to the pups. So see you in a little bit. We're here at my cousin's house. Look at all the freaking bags. I don't think you can really tell how many bags. I got some food up in this bag, but we're gonna see the puppers now. Let's go. Hello. Come here. Lady, come here. Hi, Stella. Hi, Stella. You can't even see her. Come here, lady. Come here. What are you doing? Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, I know. Stella. I mean, lady. This is Stella, girl. She's the older one. Lady. Come here. I think she's nervous right now. I think it's safe to say she warmed up to me now. Yeah, you warmed up to me now? Yeah. Mwah. Ooh. Oh, she's such a good girl. Yeah, she's such a good girl. Oh. What? Mwah. Are you my pillow? Good morning. It's Thursday here today. Cheers. Look at this cute cup they have. It's Be Good, Do Good, and the inside, it's all yin yangs. Of course, I've got my Tazo tea, guys. Let me put you on to this. Hold on. I have been a tea girly for quite some time. I feel like last year, though, was really when I stepped into my tea era, because it's not that I don't like coffee, but it's just too much caffeine, and, you know, try to limit the caffeine. So tea has more like natural caffeines and like less of it too. And I really, really, really love this brand, okay? This vanilla caramel chai. Make sure it's the vanilla caramel, because I got the other chai and it was not it. It was not it, but let's taste test her. Oh no, one of the tea bags broke open, but that's okay. Oh, it's delicious. Chef's kiss. I just put like a little bit of honey with it. Sometimes I do a little cinnamon too. But this is my go-to one for the morning. Black tea, cinnamon, sweet vanilla, caramel, and chai spices. And it's a level 3 out of 5 for caffeine. So it's like not too much. I just find it to be so freaking tasty and refreshing in the morning. I also feel like it helps with my gut. And then this one is the Calm Chamomile. Unwind with a relaxing blend of chamomile, rose petals, and soothing herbs. And this one is caffeine free, so this is my nighttime tea. And usually I won't do any honey with that, you know, to limit the sugar. But that's my tea, the tea on the tea, you know? Today I'm taking you grocery shopping with me. Well, I'm actually, yeah, I want to take the vlog with me because I'm trying to get better at filming in public with the bigger camera. But I am going to film a grocery shop with me for Instagram and TikTok, if TikTok isn't banned by the time I want to upload it. So that's on the roster, and also I have to finish the vlog for semifinals from last weekend. That's going to get posted tomorrow, the 15th. So by the time you see this, it will already have been posted. So that's pretty much the vibe for today. Grocery shop, finish the vlog. I really wanna, for dinner, I'm thinking I'm gonna do a healthy nacho. I don't know, I've just been craving some nachos, so I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah,
definitely gonna, well, I'm going to the gym after this. I'm gonna go to the gym, come back, no, rewind. Let me collect my thoughts. We're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna go grocery shopping. We're gonna go stop at the house to say hi to mom. But then I'm gonna come back here and do some work outside because it's gonna be fucking gorgeous today. Let me just see. Yeah, it's literally gonna be almost 60 degrees today. 60 degrees. You bet your ass I will be outside. She's got a really cute little back patio. So that is where I will be. And then I'm gonna go for a walk with the dog, hopefully, if she wants to go today. She did go yesterday, but not very far. And my cousin said she would go pretty far, but maybe it was because it was the first day and she was nervous. So we're gonna try again today, but I'm blabbering right now. So cheers to another day alive and well, and let's get to it.
All right, y'all. Workout is done. Looking like a tomato. But I guess let's go grocery shopping now. I'm nervous to bring you in with me, but fuck it. Alright, we're doing the thing. Let's see. This is the best one. So good. I made my way to the book aisle. I need to get another book for book club, but they don't have the one that I need. So Amazon it is. I have never felt so anxious while grocery shopping in my life. But you know, we took baby steps and I got a little bit on my camera, but I was also filming for Instagram on my phone, which I've done that several times. And obviously my phone is a lot smaller than my camera. Like my camera has the mic cover on it and it's like, you know, big and fluffy. And as soon as I walked in, the Walmart employee was like staring me the fuck down. So that made me so nervous. And then I just felt nervous after that. I just felt so fucking anxious. Like I was stalling and just doing stupid shit because I was so anxious. And I like grocery shopping, but yeah, we're gonna have to give it another go. It felt like there were so many people there and like everybody was watching, but I know that's not the case. But oh god, yeah, the camera in the grocery store is just not it right now. But we tried and that's all that matters. Literally just took this. I just took this out of the trash. It was just on the top of the trash, but I have to show you because today is the day I'm putting you on to my shit, okay? First it was the tea and now it's this. These Chobani Flip yogurts are my tea. They are my shit. I have like 4 other ones, 5 maybe, in the fridge. This one's my favorite one, the salted caramel crunch. Get this, right? Get your favorite peanut butter. I like the Teddy all natural, unsalted. There we go. Okay. So this caramel low-fat Greek yogurt with pretzels, milk chocolate, and toffee pieces. So it has like a little bit of candy. So it kind of reminds me of like a hard ice cream, right? And then you just take a big fucking scoop of the peanut butter and you just mix it all together. It's essentially like frozen yogurt, right? Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I really like to do a little bit of that was a fail. There we go. That's what we call it in my house. That's what my mom started calling it. It's whipped cream. Cool Whip. Cool Whip, not whipped cream. Cool Whip. You could do like a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of honey. They have so many different flavors of these. And you can like, I don't know, you can just make a whole bunch of different little yogurt desserts. And it's the perfect little treat for nighttime. I got my jammy jams on. I got my dessert. I got my girls. And a movie. New movie, Damsel, with Millie Bobby Brown. Thanks for hanging with me today. I finished the vlog, scheduled it for tomorrow, so that's exciting. Put together another reel. It was a productive day. Went for 2 walks, one at the gym, one outside. Yeah, loved it. I'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Y'all remember when that song came out? When did that song come out? When was Friday released by Rebecca Black?
Rebecca Black's song Friday was released as a single on February 10th, 2011. This is from Wikipedia.
2011, bro. That's crazy. We're old as fuck. I remember that song. I remember like loving it and then hating it, and now it's just kind of like a meme, you know? But hey, it's Friday today. It's also almost 3 o'clock, and I'm just checking in with you now, but I was so tired this morning, right? And I'm like, why the fuck am I so tired? It's because my ass took a NyQuil last night to get rid of a headache. Probably not the smartest idea. But yeah, so I took some extra time getting out of bed this morning. And then I filmed a little morning routine reel. I just posted another reel right now, a little grocery shop moment. I'm really on my content and shit. Like, that is one thing that I've struggled with over the years of content creation, is just being consistent, because I've always felt like I have a million and one ideas and I've changed my niche so many times, but I'm like really done with that and love just sharing all parts of life. So I've been sticking to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, and I've been kind of crushing it, and I'm loving what I'm sharing. I hope you're enjoying it as well, and love my little vlog moments here too. But I want to show you. So this is my girl Notion. She is a website and an app, and she keeps me organized as fuck. So this is my little get-to-do list, and then over here I have all my tabs. So I have like my content tab for my main page. This is for the podcast. This is for my dad's business. I have like my calendar here, where I just put a bunch of different things, and you can like customize it with little emojis. And then for the get-to-do list, well, that's what I call it. You can like change it. You can change the date here. I come in here every morning and I write down what I gotta do. In progress, that's you. Film for a week in the life, that's you. And then these are things I already did today. So I'm about to prep all of the food that I got for the next few days while I'm pet sitting. Girl, you all right down there? Look at her. She's so cute. She's like my little shadow. Everywhere I go, she goes. But for lunch, I think yesterday I was telling you that I was going to do healthy nachos for dinner. Scratch that. There is this girl, Train with Shay. I found her on TikTok, but she's on Instagram too. And I love all her stuff. She's all about living a healthy lifestyle, but without getting rid of your favorite foods and just like making healthy alternatives. So definitely check her out. And she did a smashed potato salad. It looks phenomenal. So I'm going to do that with grilled chicken for dinner. And then for lunch, I'm going to do steak and cheese quesadilla. And then breakfast is always the same. And then my snacks, I got some Chobani Flips, the one I showed you last night. Yep. But sometimes I just eat them regular. The Premier protein shakes. I've tried so many flavors. So many. I've tried peanut butter, strawberry, cookies and cream, banana, salted caramel. I think that's it. But the banana, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, it's bananas. Yo, seriously, still use that song to spell bananas. That is the best flavor by far. Well, to me, obviously. But, and then for dessert, I'm going to make my Rice Krispie thingy-mabobber, the peanut butter chocolate thing, because that shit's fire. So that's what we're about to do. We're going to get in the kitchen. We're going to prep all that stuff, because tonight we're going to see Icarus for the third time, the home show, and I'm seeing it again tomorrow. Tomorrow's senior night, so that's a special night where we'll, like, I actually have never been to a senior night. No, what am I saying, bitch? I'm lying. We did senior night for Robbie's last soccer game, but this will be different. This will be very emotional because it's for theater, and yeah, there will be tears tomorrow, but let's fucking get into it. Let's get into this kitchen, baby. Yeah, I've been so into this, and I got my shows going that I totally forgot to keep you updated. So I made the steak and cheese quesadillas, and I really like the Mission wraps. It sounded like I broke their fridge, but I don't think I did. I really like the Mission brand, but these, not very good. I got them because it was protein-based, but now I'm realizing that they're plant-powered, which, oh, one just fell out. I didn't really care for the flavoring, or the flavoring, that was a weird way to say it. I didn't really care for the taste of those, but the other ones are better, so it was okay. But I, like, cooked all of the steak, so that's good for the rest of the time I'm here. And then I'm in the middle of doing the smashed potato salad. I have, like, the mixture here. The potatoes, look at these. So I boiled them to fork tender. That's what the video said. And then I took the bottom of this cup and just mashed them. Put a little bit of olive oil, some salt, pepper. The oven's going right now. We're at 407. Oh, 9. Gotta get to 450. Pop those bad boys in there, get them nice and crispy, and then we'll mix it with this. Hopefully the portions of all of this are close enough to the recipe. She did it all in grams because she was doing like a macro friendly version, but I don't have a scale here, so I just like made my best guess. And also some of the things that she had, like I hate dill, and she has dill in hers. I'm not putting that in there. It called for honey mustard, don't have honey mustard, so like it's not going to be exactly the same, but that's the fun of cooking. Or one of the things that I found is fun about it is like you can really make it your own as long as you stick to the basis of it. And I'm learning about like different seasonings and things like that. Like a shallot, that's what I'm cutting right now. I didn't know a shallot and an onion were not really the same, but they are the same. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's where we're at now.
I was walking into the school and I was like, why am I alone right now? I was like, where's my other half?
I'm here now.
Yay!
I have to catch the girls up. I'm doing a week in the life.
Oh,
So,
okay.
girlies, I skedaddled the fuck out the house because my cousin came home and his girlfriend, he was like, oh, it's our 4-year anniversary and she's coming over. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. And Sydney, she actually kind of saved the day because she was like, hey, do you want to go to the art show that's happening before the play? And I was like, yes, I'm on my way because I need to get out of this house because my cousin's trying to get it on with his girlfriend. No. So anyway, yeah, we're here now, but hey, let's go inside. Look at how good these are.
Oh my, that's our girl. Oh, no. Taylor Marie. Why did she not show us this?
Are you kidding me?
Taylor Monte. Why did I not see this? This is amazing.
Amazing, Taylor. What the hell?
She's so talented.
She did this one too. I love her. Taylor. This one is phenomenal too.
That's crazy.
Look at these. These people are so freaking talented. These are high schoolers. Let me remind you, high schoolers.
That's that same girl.
Please, just please look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at this one.
That's a detail in that. These are beautiful. That is gorgeous. This too. That's awesome.
Yeah. We're fangirling hardcore. Tell us about the
So the
Monster Project.
is the kids draw monsters, and then
The kids?
kids from Swansea schools.
Okay.
Like elementary Swansea schools. They draw monsters, and then they send them to the high school, and then the high schoolers pick which one they want to draw.
Oh, look at that.
Emma did that one.
What's the one from Monsters Inc., right? Doesn't he have a bunch of eyes?
One of them does. Oh, this is
Oh,
cute.
those are cool. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
That's awesome. Oh, look at the princess she drew. Oh my god, that one's very creative.
Oh wait,
And
I
that-
get it. Oh wow, hold
my God,
on.
Michaela.
Hold on. It's just clicking now.
my God.
This is the one the kids drew and this is the high schoolers version.
Way too long to figure that out.
This is cute though.
But that is a really cool, like
Yeah.
that's what the kid was trying to do.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Totally.
Like that's exactly what the
she
kid
got
was
it.
trying
She
to
got
do.
it.
Yeah, she really did.
She what is it? She understood the assignment. Also ate, yes. These are very cute. Very, very cute.
I love. Oh my god. His name's Austin.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That is really cute. It's giving Toy Story vibes.
It really is. That one's cute. Oh, he's fun.
Wow.
those are
Very
really
cute. 10 out of 10 for the art show. Look who I found.
Alright, this bitch decided to ask, hey, do you want to be in the vlog? Like, what kind of question is that?
Of course, I walked in, and where do I find Robbie?
At the sink.
At the sink,
But I'm
doing
not
his
washing
hair.
my hair this time. I'm actually doing my hair this time. So, get to experience
different.
something different.
Oh yeah, gel it up. I should call
That's
him.
about enough.
Come here, hi. We got some new pups. We got a kitty named Clark. This is actually where Sydney has been pet sitting for the last few days. Hi, buddy. Hi. Aww. Hi, bud.
Friends came to see you. I know.
So this is Duncan. Aw, thank you for the kiss. Thank you. And this is Evie, or it's Evelyn, right? Evelyn, but we call her Evie girl. Evie baby, hi, I know. So yeah, show was great as always. Oh, the lighting just got really crazy, but yeah. And we're just here real quick because we're going to a little restaurant nearby where Sid is staying here, so we're in a carpool there. Hey girl, hey! I have not checked in with you all day because I've been a sleepy, moody girl today. I just have not been feeling my best self today, but we're getting ready for senior night, going back to watch the show, and then it's like a little celebration where they'll recognize the seniors and we'll take pictures and we'll be crying like fucking babies. I asked you guys to send me some questions that you had for me to chat with you for the vlog, but look at how cute this fucking setup is. So I'm staying in the guest room and it's also my cousin's office, and look at this. I got the iMac with my light. This light is so fucking good. All my shit set up, and you are right here on the on the printer. So that's the setup. All right, let me find these questions. So my lovely friend Meredith asked how I was doing. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that. Honestly, I feel like I'm fucking bipolar these days. Like, and not to, don't take that out of context. I know bipolar is very real and very, you know, it's a struggle for people. But just recently, I just feel like my emotions have just been all over the place. And it's probably because, like I said, I have my period right now. But, I don't know. I feel like I have high highs, low lows. And then I just have, like, you know, the regs, like the in-betweens. But overall, I'm doing very well. Like, family life is really wonderful, which is a huge blessing, because, you know, my family hasn't always been in the position that we're currently in. I would say we've actually never, I always look so crazy when I do this. I would say that we have really never been where we are now. Like, we've always been very close, but if you don't know, I'll tell you the tea. My mom is a recovering alcoholic, and that, you know, really weighed down on us as a collective when I was a kid. But we have just gotten through so much, and my mom just recently celebrated a year sober. She had gotten sober a while back, but things happen, and she ended up relapsing, and last year she was able to go away to this really wonderful rehab, and yeah, she's a year sober now, or more than a year sober. Part of the reason why I chose to get sober, actually. And yeah, so that really has nothing to do with me personally. I just kind of gave you the tea on my mom, and don't worry, she would be fine with me sharing this. She's very vocal about her journey, and she's actually in school right now getting a certificate to be, I always forget what the name of the like the program is, but basically she's gonna get certified to help other people who struggle with addiction, which is really freaking cool. So obviously with her getting, you know, the help she needed and working on herself, and just like other things in my family too, like my dad started a construction business 4 years ago, and that has really just blown up, and we've been blessed financially for that reason. And yeah, so things just kind of have taken a complete 180 within the last year, really, I would say. And just life at home is very, very good, which makes life outside of the home, and just like me personally, makes me feel very good, because I don't feel like I'm in this fight or flight. I feel like I really can now focus on myself, because being the oldest, I felt for a very long time that I had to take care of my siblings and keep my family together, and we joke about it now and say that I'm the family manager, but in all reality, it's definitely played a part in some of the mindset, in some of the ways that I think, is what I should say. So I've had to kind of unlearn some things
And yeah, this is kind of a long ass way of me saying that I'm doing well. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I actually shared the other day on Instagram that little trend that's going around right now. Like, social media is like fake, so here are some things I've been struggling with. I shared some things that I have been struggling with, which is pretty much just like my confidence has been kind of wonky recently because I'm not completely loving my hair right now, which is such like a fucking like first world problem type thing. And like I just kind of been all over the place with my feelings on my career. Sorry, I'm really just making sure that this looks good because I'm not in like my normal lighting, my normal setting. So yeah, I've just been kind of questioning what the fuck I'm doing, as always, right? What's new? But no, I actually have been feeling super clear on my mission and goal when it comes to my career and what I want to do with my content creation. And I'm really enjoying doing all the lifestyle content on Instagram and TikTok, and the podcast is really where I hope to see a lot of financial success, I guess you can say. I would love for the podcast to support me full-time financially. I love doing it, and I have seen a lot of wonderful results in a very short amount of time, and it just makes me feel so wonderful to know that what I'm sharing is impacting people in a positive way, and it's actually challenging them to think differently and to move differently, and that's just fucking awesome. And that's all that I have really ever felt I was meant to do, was help people. I've always been very confidently outspoken and not afraid to, you know, share my opinions even though they might be unpopular, not afraid to be myself. I just have always been that girl, and I feel like people have been able to feed off of that energy in a positive way, and it's really fucking awesome, and I feel very blessed to have that impact. So the podcast is really where I feel most passionate about and most aligned with, but the lifestyle content is very fun for me, and I enjoy that because documenting my life is a really cool thing, and I love being able to like go back to the vlogs and look and see different things. Like the other day I was having a conversation with my grandma about like comp season last year, and if she came with us on one of the days, and she was like, I was definitely there. And I'm like, hold on, let me fucking pull up the receipts, right? So I go back to the vlog from last year, and she wasn't there the day that she was saying she was there. It's like, the vlog doesn't lie, meme. The vlog does not lie. So that was funny, but I love that. I love being able to like just scroll through and see, you know, the different things that I've done and do with my family, and I love sharing parts of my life, like my little grocery shopping haul that I did yesterday. I love social media. I think it's so fun and so cute, and I hope to be a positive light on there because I know that it can be a really toxic space, but honestly, it's up to you. Like, you have to control your feed and your algorithm as best as possible. So unfollow the people that don't make you happy. You know, tell Instagram or TikTok, I don't want to see content related to this anymore. Put the phone down and, you know, limit your screen time, limit how much time you spend on social media. So yeah, that was the other thing that I shared about me struggling with just like my career. But like I said, I do feel like I'm getting to a place of more clarity, and really how I'm getting to that place is by tapping into my inner voice and my guides, whether it be God or the universe or whatever there is. I just feel like my intuition has always been very strong, and I've always listened to it, and it has always brought me to where I felt I needed to be. So I actually talked about this on the podcast episode from last week, like the answers that we're looking for of what is it that we want to do with our lives, or who do we want to be, or, you know, what career path do we want to take. Those answers that we're looking for are not within the lives of other people. They're not going to be within the, you know, here are 5 tips on how to start your own business.
type videos. Like, I'm not saying that the educational content online and things like my podcast, for example, are not helpful, because obviously I think they're very beneficial. But I will often say in my podcast messages that you have the answers within yourself. Like, you just need to give yourself time and space to reveal those answers. And time alone, time in silence, and with a journal, and just connecting with your higher power, connecting with your inner guide, that is so fucking powerful. And I think we're just so absorbed in the lives of other people, and we're always consuming the lives of other people, that we forget, like, hey, my life was just fucking, oh no. We forget that we are powerful fucking beings, and that if it wasn't for social media, like, we wouldn't have all of these other outlets, right? Like, we would just have ourselves in our inner circles and books and journals, right? And like I said, I love social media, but sometimes we just need to remember where we came from, and, like, we've got the answers. Anyway, the other thing that I said I was struggling with was feeling like I'm gonna be single my whole life. And it's funny because part of me feels like I could totally be okay with that. Like, I feel like I have just found such a new love for being with myself and spending time with nature and exploring the world and figuring out who I am and who I want to be. Like, I'm just so focused on growing as an individual and as a business person that, like, I don't really even want to put in any time or effort right now into a relationship. So, like, I'm cool with being single right now, but I have always had the goal and the dream and vision of being a wife and a mom and raising kids. Like, I see myself in that light as well. So I don't know, I guess it's kind of been confusing because, once again, just going back to social media and, like, seeing people from high school or even, like, close friends in long-term relationships, or people getting married and having babies, and not necessarily that I'm comparing myself, but it's just, once again, one of those things of unlearning, because, like, previous generations have, that's, like, the American dream, or, like, the right way to live is, like, you go to high school, you go to college, you get a job, you get a husband, you have kids. Like, that's, like, the timeline, right? And I think our generation does a really good job of challenging those perspectives, which is really freaking cool. But it kind of makes it confusing because you're breaking out of what we've once thought was the right way, and you're like, nah, that doesn't really feel right for me though. But the reason why I have been feeling like I'm gonna be single forever is because I have this new love for myself. I'm like, I get the ick so fucking easily, and my standards are so high now of, like, I saw this guy on TikTok, he said it perfectly. He was saying, like, if you date somebody that's very mature and has a very good relationship with themselves, and you are concerned about them, like, seeing other people, or, like, cheating on you, essentially, is what he was getting at. He's like, you're already lost the battle, because it's not other people that you're fighting against or, like, you're competing with. It's that person that you're competing with, because if they're mature, they have, a relationship with themselves that they know what makes them happy, and they don't necessarily need you, but they want to see, like, what you can add to their life. And that's so freaking true. Like, I feel so complete and so whole by myself that I don't look for somebody else because I need love or because I need this, something that a partner could give me. Like, I can get myself all of that. Having a partner would just be a bonus, right? And it is something that I want, but obviously it's a very special thing to share your life with somebody, and I don't know, I don't want to just, do it with just anybody, obviously. And I've only ever been in 2 relationships. I learned a lot about myself being in those relationships, and I learned about what I want next, which is why I've been very picky and, like, haven't even really dated at all, because I just kind of feel like I'm at the stage where it'll come when it comes, if it's meant to be. And until then, I'm gonna keep focusing on me, because I really, truly, wholeheartedly believe that if you are looking for a partner, if you are chasing after it, it's not going to happen in the way that you want it to happen. I think the best way to find your perfect person is to be that person for yourself, and through that you will attract a partner who is essentially a mirror of you and who's perfect for you. So that's what I'm doing. But sometimes it just feels like, Mr. Right will never come. I try not to think that way. Obviously, I try to, put my trust and that's kind of a lot. Put my trust and my faith in God and in the universe that it will happen if it's supposed to happen and when it's supposed to happen. To answer your question, I'm doing well, but of course I have my moments, just like everybody, but I'm really, really, really so grateful for my family and my friends and this community that I'm growing. Like, it's so cool. I'm so grateful for the pet sitting job that has been helping me so much, and just like the overwhelming amount of support and interest I received in such a short amount of time. I have some really fun things planned for this year too that I'm really looking forward to, and just blessed, just so blessed. And I'm getting emotional right now. I think gratitude is the best fucking thing that you can have, and if you are grateful for the things that you have currently, there is nothing that the universe won't bless you with. Like, I really believe that. I'm so grateful for every tiny little thing in my life, and when I catch myself getting upset over silly things, that there's valid reasoning for why I'm upset, and I don't dismiss my feelings, but I just remind myself that I am living a life that people wish they could live, people dream of living, and I have no reason to be ungrateful. So yeah, I'm just I don't want to cry, but I'm just very, very grateful, and I'm doing very well, so thank you for asking. I need a moment. Okay, the other question, let's move on to the next question. How do you find privacy while living at home? You couldn't have asked a more perfect person, girl, because boy do I not know privacy, but I do at the same time, so I'm glad that you asked, because for those who don't know my home life, I live at home with my mom, my dad, my girl. So yes, I live at home with mom, dad, my 18-year-old brother, my 21-year-old sister, our 2 dogs. My brother's girlfriend practically lives with us most of the time as well. And my house is very small. So the basement is where my bedroom is. So that has definitely helped for privacy reasons, because I have kind of my own little space down there. But as far as bathroom privacy goes, we we have some interesting stories when it comes to that. For the longest time, we have a glass shower, and for the longest time we just, anytime somebody would have to go pee while somebody else was in the shower, we would just be like, all right, turn around, I gotta go pee. And you would just go pee while staring essentially at the other person's butt. And it just is what it is. So and also we grew up in the theater, and if you're a theater person, there's no shame in that, and you just end up seeing a lot of body parts and a lot of people, and it is what it is. I think the real way to find privacy while living at home at any age, no matter who you're living with, whoever you're trying to, get your privacy from, is to have a conversation and discuss boundaries. That is the one and only way that you're going to get the privacy that you want. You cannot expect somebody to read your mind or to think the way you think, right? To you, it might be common sense that your parents should knock before they walk in your room. But to them, they might just be so used to walking in because that's just how a parent thinks, right? And when you're a kid, they just walk in, that it's a force of habit and they don't think that way. So saying, hey mom, hey dad, can we have a conversation about some boundaries I'd like to set around my privacy? You know, could you please make sure that you knock on my door and wait until I say come in? You know, or if I have the do not disturb sign on my door, can you please respect that? I've definitely had to work with this myself because I work from home. Being on my phone, I'm often working, but it doesn't always look that way, right? Sometimes it looks like I'm just lounging around. So I've had to tell my parents, tell my siblings, hey, I'm actually working right now. Come back in this amount of time, or let me come to your room when I'm ready. Different things like that. So I think that's really the one and only way that you're going to find privacy, is have the conversation, and hopefully they take it well and they're respectful. I think it all is in your delivery as well. And you have to remember too that it is their house, and you also have to be respectful. But I think I've never been one to agree with the whole respect your elders thing. I think respect is deserved by any human, from any human. I don't think age matters. If you are not respectful to me, why do you deserve my respect? I don't think it matters who you are in my life or how old you are. Respect is a mutual thing. So you need to be respectful of me if you want me to be respectful of you, and vice versa. If this is something you're struggling with, you can, say, hey, I'd like to have a conversation sometime. When is a good, day and time for us to do that? And maybe come prepared. I've always found that helps me, especially because I think it's really strange going from child to adult child while still living at home. It's a very weird feeling because you know that you are becoming your own person, or you have become your own person, but sometimes it can feel like it's not your place to set these boundaries or to have these conversations based on the way that you were grown, that you were raised. Like for me, it was always kind of like, well, I'm the parent, you're the child. Being in my 20s, still living at home, I've had to work through unlearning those things and being like, nah, I am my own person and I deserve to be heard and respected. And sometimes it's uncomfortable, but over time, I think the way that you present yourself and the way that you show up, it might shock your parents, and they might have some resistance, but over time, I think they will really learn to respect you for the person that you are, and the way that you navigate those situations. Don't be afraid to bring up what's really on your mind. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So just make sure that your tone and your delivery is really good. Be patient. Be patient. That's the other thing too. Like I said, your parents probably have these habits and things that they've never realized were wrong in your eyes or that you didn't like. And if you've never told them, then you can't expect them to know. So you just need to be patient with them, because as much as you are unlearning as you're growing up, they are also learning how to have a new relationship with you as their adult child. So I think like being patient with your parent as they are also navigating a newness, and remembering that they're not just your parent, but they are a person as well. That has been really challenging for me, but also really cool and eye-opening. Like, I look at my parents now as people who also struggle with mental health and who also have emotions and deserve respect and boundaries and all of the things I ask for, all of the things I go through. They go through those things as well, just differently. And it's really cool if you can get to a point of having a friendship-like relationship with your parents. I'm very blessed for that. I'm very blessed that my parents are my friends, and we have respectful boundaries and clear boundaries, and I feel like I'm at the point now where I could definitely address a situation with them if it upset me. So yeah, that's that. I hope that was helpful. Okay, I can't tell if the brows are wacky or good right now. We're just gonna leave them as is before I go too crazy. And we're gonna move on to the last question, not really a question. All it says is friends. I don't really know what this person was trying to ask. It just says friends. So let's talk about friends. Oh man, I feel like there is a lot to unpack here. I have always been like the person who wanted to be friends with everybody and who wanted everybody to get along. And you know, my mom used to tell me a story about how when I was little, probably like elementary years, I came home from school one day and I was so sad because there was like girls that were fighting, or something happened where there was two people in my life who weren't getting along, and I was so distraught that I like cried to my mom and just said like, why can't everybody be friends? And that is still how I feel to this day, honestly, but I kind of look at it differently now because I do realize that, you know, people have their differences and some personalities don't mesh well with other personalities, and that's totally fine. I do wish that more people could have kindness and respect for people, even if they don't get along necessarily, even if they don't vibe well. Sometimes people will take that and, you know, turn it into hate, and I just wish that there was more kindness in the world. That'll never, that will never go away. I feel like I just have such a big heart and can't understand where other people get their hate from. I have kind of gone through hell and back when it comes to friendships because I've made some pretty shitty decisions in the past. That first boyfriend that I was telling you about, he was one of my best friends at the time. He was her boyfriend, and they broke up, and instead of going to my friend and consoling her, I basically swept in and took her boyfriend. Not took him like they broke up, but I was there for him because I saw an opportunity, I guess, as a little 15-year-old who had never dated and never really got any attention from boys. So that unfortunately caused a really big rift, what's the word? I lost all my friends, essentially, and I poured my life into being with this guy, this boy at the time. That was sophomore year. It wasn't until senior year, after I broke up with him and realized what a stupid fucking bitch I had been, that I was able to reconnect with almost all of my friends. Some relationships were not rekindled and are not the same, but that's okay. I think that, you know, everything happens for a reason, even if it was a shitty thing that I did. I think friendships are really challenging once you leave high school. I mean, obviously high school is pretty crazy too, and like just everybody going through their own things and hormones and high school drama and all this shit. And I didn't go to college, so I can't say what that's like, but I do know that after high school, just it does get very different because everybody is now on their own timelines and their own schedules. So not only does that make it challenging for you to see your friends and connect with them in the way that you did when you were seeing them 5 days a week, but it also leaves a lot of room for comparison with friends and, like, I guess maybe jealousy. I think the biggest thing for me right now is that I'm just working on being the person that reaches out more, and, you know, remembering that the phone goes two ways, and if you're sitting there kind of like, oh man, like I haven't heard from this person in a while, I wish they would reach out to me, like they're not being a great friend, try to be that friend first, right? And like remember that the phone goes both ways, reach out and do what you can, and if it's still not reciprocated after that, then maybe it's just one of those things where you guys are just naturally drifting, and who knows, maybe you'll find your way back or maybe not. I think also like friendship breakups are real and sometimes harder than a romantic breakup. I actually went through a friendship breakup maybe last year or the year before, and it wasn't anything too bad. We just kind of naturally drifted because we were just in different places, and it actually really upset me because I had been through a lot with this friend and a lot of chapters and seasons of my life, so I was very sad to see it kind of end. We actually have rekindled our friendship recently. We've reconnected. We have a lot in common these days, as we've learned through reconnecting. Yeah, I don't know, really know where I was going with that thought, but I think friendships overall are just very tricky and challenging because, like I said, everyone's trying to figure out who they are and what they want to do. And sometimes we get so wrapped up in our own lives and our own bubbles that we forget to check in on our friends, or we isolate ourselves and we don't make plans. Like, that's something that I have had to work on, is like I'll go long periods of time without seeing anybody, so when the time comes to make plans, I want to keep isolating, but that's not good. Like, you definitely should make an effort to see your friends and to go out, because it's so important to have that. And if you don't have that, I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and make new friends, whether it be through like Bumble BFF or joining a different club. Like, I've made a few friends through book club, and they're not necessarily, they haven't become friends in the sense of like we've made plans and we hang out, but they're people that I see on a more regular basis who I have something in common with and can connect with and just have a sense of community. Friends don't necessarily have to be besties, and you don't have to be like this. Like, you can just have a community of people, whether it be maybe like through your church. I know a lot of people have a really great church community if that's something that you do and go to, or like theater for us is a big one. Like I said, book club recently. My social media friends, like I have so many internet besties. Anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought, but I have to kind of wrap up anyway because I have to finish getting ready. When I talk to you, I get so distracted and just want to sit and have like this kiki moment, but I struggle to do both things at once. So anyway, friends, it's definitely a roller coaster of emotions at times, but your people are out there, and I think like we get caught up once again in the comparison of people who share their friendships online and like who have these massive friend groups and do all of these really crazy things with all of their friends, or you know, have these really close-knit relationships. And I have some best friends in my life who I'm very close with, but I wouldn't say that I have like a massive circle. I would say that I do, in the sense of I have a massive community, whether it be through theater, book club, online. But like my close friends, like my besties, like people who will be at my wedding someday, it is a small circle, and I'm okay with that, and I love them. And finding your people, like, it's gonna look different for all of us. And I think it's the same thing as I was saying about relationships. Like, focus on being a good friend to yourself, and like, you want this best friend or you want this partner, and you have all of these visions of how you would want them to treat you and the things that you would want to do with them. Go and do those things with yourself. Treat yourself those ways. Really be that person for yourself, and I believe that's how you'll be able to attract people who are like-minded and who have an aligned energy. I don't think chasing after it is any good. Just keep focusing on you, and everything else that's meant to come into your life, people, opportunities, the universe will deliver, God will deliver at the right time. So yeah, this was fun. Aw, I love this. I feel like I got some good podcast ideas too from chatting with you, but I have to quickly finish doing my makeup. Actually, I'm pretty much done. I just have to fix up these brows a little bit and do my hair. But thanks for getting ready with me. This was so much fun, and thank you to those of you who reached out and asked for or asked the questions or asked for some advice. I appreciate that. All right, I'll see you soon.